Hello, hello, y'all. This is Aaron.
And this is Kaya. Happy almost my birthday. Did you guys
Yes.
hear? It's almost my birthday
I don't think they
every
heard.
year. Okay, well, you guys, every year, 2 days before Christmas, it's my birthday. I was born that day, got my name on my birthday, celebrated it that day ever since then, the 23rd of December. And everyone needs to fucking know and respect that it's my
I would
birthday.
think that you would celebrate it that day. Like, I think
Just
they
want everyone
figured
to
that one,
know
honey.
that if you have to take a day off from work
And
the day before
what sign are
Christmas
you? You
Eve,
gotta tell them that.
oh, I'm a Capricorn, very specifically a Capricorn,
Okay.
because me and Sagittarius, we don't really, we
So
don't really mesh that
it's
well.
y'all month, Capricorns. All
It's
of
our
our
month,
fellow Capricorn listeners. It's your
right?
month.
Show your ass,
Do your
shake your
thing.
ass, show out, do your thing in the name of Kaya's birthday. And, that is the top of the podcast announcement. Do you have anything to add?
No, honestly, listen, we've been having a week, especially with all the Bravo lovers with this below deck shit. But
Yeah, pissed.
we will get into those things
Oh, don't
a little
worry,
bit
baby. We're gonna get
later.
into that ass.
But listen, so you have a nice story for us for the opening of BravolebriTEA.
Oh, BravolebriTEA, honey. Y'all know that Lala and Rand have officially broken up. We know that she's filmed the Vanderpump Rules reunion, and she's been basically upset with her castmates because the only person that she claims checked on her was Raquel. And Sheena disputed that, and we talked about that last time. But we have two new stories from Lala right now revolving her breakup with Randall. And one would piss me off. She found out that her $150,000 ring actually goes for around $15,000.
So it was all a fraud. It was all a lie.
It was all a fucking lie. Okay, honey. So what happens is Randall got the ring color corrected. She says that it was originally okay, and y'all saw that ring. Y'all saw that ring when she flashed it on the red carpet, flashed it on Vanderpump Rules, flashed it on her Instagram. It was a beautiful ring, but it was originally not just brown; it was shit brown.
No.
And she got it. She said, well, not her. Randall got it color corrected. And this is obviously prompted by the breakup. She's getting it appraised, but she says that it was actually prompted because of she was talking about how Randall was talking about how rappers, they take certain jewelry and make it look like it's more expensive than it really is. They make it look like a bigger diamond. They make it look like a more perfect diamond. They make it look like a clear-cut diamond. And that set off like a light in her head to go get it appraised. And once it was appraised, she found out that it was basically 10% of its value.
Oh my
and I
God.
have to say, I would be so fucking pissed because not only have you cheated on me after I had your child, pushed your child out of my body, but I find out another lie that my ring is not even worth $100,000, $75,000, $50,000, and you are out here making movies.
I feel like you should go to jail for that.
Yeah, jail.
I feel like that's jail because it's like you're a fucking liar and
you're a fraud.
You can't be on the streets. Lying like this, we have to arrest this man immediately because what else is he gonna lie about?
Exactly. Like a $15,000 ring for me and you, that's amazing.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's great.
like
Yeah, like that's
I would be very
like,
happy with that.
I like what? Are you
Right.
serious to me?
For half
But
of that, honestly, I would be like, wow.
yeah. Yeah,
But
because it's supposed to be like, like 3-4 months salary. So 15K, like that's exactly how much it should be,
right.
Depending on how much you make. But you're out here running around making movies with Bruce Willis, Machine Gun Kelly, Megan Fox, Offset, Quavo, Takeoff, the whole
Not
Migos,
Takeoff.
and you literally
Wait a minute,
gave
not
me
Takeoff.
one of them, child. One of them. He be tagging all of them. I don't know. He be tagging Migos.
That's a big ass deal because Takeoff don't go nowhere. So
okay, yeah. Let me not lie on Takeoff because I don't think I saw him. I think it was Offset for sure, or Quavo.
Offset.
Yeah, no, Quavo. It was Quavo because Quavo is in his acting bag right now. So that's literally insane because you're doing all this and all that. You're trying to send bitches money. You're trying to be a sugar daddy. You're trying to fly out bitches. You are cheating on bitches. You are literally, being the man. And you spent 15K on my ring and hope, prayed, and wished that I would ever find out. I would sue him for that alone.
And then you're going around here lying. And you don't know you're lying, but people you're showing your ring off and shit, and you're like, hey, look at what I have. And bitches are probably looking at her like a fucking buffoon. Like, do you not know?
The real jewelry bitches, yeah. The real girls that can clock things like that. Like, imagine if she ran into Heather Dubrow or like one of the Beverly Hills gals. Erica Jane. Erica Jane could literally crack it on her tooth and figure that shit out.
Or what?
Or what? Imagine if she ran into one of the Beverly Hills girls and she said, yeah, my man spent 150K on it. She would be so embarrassed.
But didn't she kind of, in a way, LVP didn't tell her ass? Like, she might not be a Beverly Hills girl now, but
before, she's the richest on
LVP should have been like, apologize now. Like, she should have definitely called that shit out and been like, Lala, honey.
Well, it's just like, I guess she didn't want to, if she did clock it, I guess she didn't want to like bring her down. Like, you kind of sound like a hating asshole.
All right.
She's
probably like, that's so nice, Lala. Bring me my doggies. Like, bring them to me now.
That's literally fucking humiliating.
That is,
and she's like, she's like, it's not the point of that he spent 15K on it. It's more that he lied about it. It's like, who is this man? So, am I surprised? No, because this is the thing. As soon as he got into that whole thing with 50 Cent about on $1 million and that Money by Monday and all that, and he had a heart attack basically, and they would have that buffoonery, that back and forthery. I was suspicious. So they're saying that he has money issues, and all of his movies flop. So I just don't know where he gets this money from. But at the same time, I could understand in the beginning that she wouldn't pop that he had money issues because he was spending, money on PJs, on Birkins, on purses, getting her whatever the fuck she wants, sweet set Coachella, making people sign NDAs. Like, he was giving her the all-star treatment.
And then she was in love on top of that. Like, you thought things were going right in your relationship, so you really didn't see that. I don't think you really pay attention to things like that until things are actually on the rocks. Because who the fuck is like, let me get up and let me see how much my ring is worth, and they're happy. Well, some people, I might do that, but
yeah, no, like, I'm sorry if you tell me my ring is worth a certain amount, I'm going
a lesson. I would definitely be up to that jewelry store early in the morning.
Rise and shine.
I'm engaged in how much my ring costs because I'm definitely going to be tacky like that. I would be at Goldman Sachs or wherever the hell you buy
on the Mama
from,
Joyce Robe in the shades. in head right over there.
Oh, another thing. Speaking of fucking rings, I definitely do not believe that the ring that James Kennedy gave Raquel is real. There's no way, especially if it costs $100,000.
That's a hot
Especially
take.
because it's not a hot take. You know why? Because even on the show, he was there. He was like, it's a Tiffany diamond, and Lisa Vanderpump was like, it's a Tiffany diamond, but you didn't get it from Tiffany's. You got it from some fucking.
That's weird.
Like, is this uncut gems? Like, is Lakeith Stanfield going to come out of it somewhere? Like, that's
so fucking funny. I could just see James, like, especially now that it's over. It was fake. Like, I could see him being so proud of that shit.
Rubbing it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Rubbing
it was fake
face.
because my love for her was fake, babe. Like, and that would actually, I don't know, that would do something for me. I kind of like it for James. But Randall, it's not.
Or the villain.
I am the villain. But Randall is not, it's not good cute. Coming from him. It's not cute. He's not like, witty.
You're 50. You're 50.
Yeah.
Like, it's even more embarrassing because you're 50.
You're too old for this. And then it's like you have me looking like a fucking fool. Like, and then you're doing all this extra shit. You're offering to send people money, and then come to find out, little old me. I'm walking around here showing people, look at my ring, look how much it's worth.
Yep, 6-carat round cut diamond ring. 6-carat round cut diamond ring that she's been wearing since 2018 is actually
2018,
bitch. And mind you, she confronted.
I had to do the math of my fingers.
Yeah, he's counting on his fingers right now.
That's 2-3 years.
She confronted the jeweler that goes by the name of Richie Rich, who literally, as of hours ago, the picture of Lala's ring was on Instagram. I'm looking right now on his Instagram. It's no longer on his Instagram.
I would believe
and he basically admitted that the ring was not worth what he said it was. So it's like, not only did Randall ruin his own reputation, but he's also fucking up jewelers' reputations around here. But the jeweler went with it. Like, he put it on his Instagram. So it's like, I would never buy anything from that jeweler.
And it sucks. And I noticed that's actually been happening lately, because I heard another story about that. Like, I guess they don't really do their homework all that much, because the people who give them this, they're like, why would they lie about it? I guess maybe they're taking their word. I don't know. But to all jewelers, you need to be doing your homework. You need to be checking to see.
Right. It happened with Lil Baby. And he ended up having...
Yes, that's the story.
He had to give him a few free things. Because Baby not going to play about that. Like, there's some rappers that walk around... Yeah, as he shouldn't, because
he got his money's worth. Like, I'll say, more. Like, with what? Yeah,
more. Because he got in that ass.
I wish they fucked up with me, Joe.
You're right. Like, let me find out my diamond studs are not diamond studs.
I would be like, y'all better close down the whole motherfucking shop.
You better give me a Cuban link.
I need the whole motherfucking shop closed now.
I need the first row.
Give me everything.
So, in addition to her finding out that the ring was fake, she was recently on Melissa Gorga's new podcast show. And she was just talking about how the split is just traumatizing and it haunts her daily. So she was just talking about how confused she was of just how she could feel so safe with someone, and to have a conversation about starting a family and him making her feel safe enough to bring this beautiful, innocent life into the world is hard. It haunts me daily, she said. She often wonders where she's getting strength from. And obviously she sees her daughter and she knows exactly where her strength is coming from. But she's just shocked that he lived such a double life. And this is really her just opening up about, like, it's clearly more than what was reported. She probably found out, like, once she opened that door everything comes behind it. So she probably found out about all the other girls and maybe how long he's been doing this shit. And there was rumors that he cheated while she was pregnant. And it's like, why would you do that to a person?
Especially her, somebody that's not doing anything to you. No, somebody that's not shit. Be my guess.
It's honestly like he chased her. And that's my thing with men, not just men, but people who pursue another person to the point where it's like, okay, you finally got what you wanted, but then you go and you fuck that up. Like, why put a person through all that? Why even bring a child into the equation? You know, bring them in your home, start building a life, and it's like, you chased me, and now that you got me, it's like you're not satisfied.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, as much as I am like, she's my problematic fave, I have to say I had to see this coming because, well, I'm still kind of shocked by it because it's like, why would you cheat on Lala? But at the same time, I have to understand that when they met, he was married to the girl from You. So it's just like, you know, you can't start off things in a certain way because they will end in that same way. And I remember when she would get into online arguments with his ex-wife, who is literally only like 1 or 2 years older than Lala. So he goes after these young, beautiful women only to cheat on them with young, beautiful women again. And it's just embarrassing.
You can tell like, it's all an ego thing. Like he did that to just claim her and to say like he was happy to just say that he has access to her like that. Like, oh, this is mine. He's using her as like a prize piece. And then like now that he's tired of her ass, or now that he's seeing something better, he thinks he's the man with the plan. And the girls are also going for it too, because I mean, look at that's an opportunity for a lot of girls who aren't necessarily celebrities and like
It just sucks because everyone talks about how women trap men, but men very much trap women. Oh yeah, because it's like now she has a child with this person, so they're gonna have to co-parent until 18 years. You have to deal with this person for 18 fucking years. Especially after finding out that my ring didn't cost $150,000, but it cost 10% of that.
I don't know about y'all, but I would be like,
I would flee the country. I would sue the fuck out of him
and be where I had that baby. And I would be like, y'all need to take this baby back because I actually
had a surrendering the baby to UCLA.
Because I can't do it. Like that baby is gonna be a constant reminder. Like not only was my ring fake, like I wasted so much of my life. I don't know. And that's, you know what, that's just me personally because I don't have kids. But for her, she is a mom. She's witnessed, like she's experienced all of that. So I understand how she feels. Obviously, she's not going to just give her child up. So I'm just speaking.
Well, no, I get the joke. It's funny.
Because you don't have to explain that because everybody is sensitive nowadays. Like,
yeah, no, fuck that. I definitely give the baby back because at the end of the day, I'm still Lala Kent.
I can't do that.
I'm hot. I'm young. I'm gonna pop
on these holes real quick.
Especially the way that she looks. Do you see the way that she looks? Even on Vanderpump, they're like, Lala
real quick.
Lala doesn't even look like she had a baby. So there's no proof that I had a baby. I would really give that baby away. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm starting my new life. She should take 50 cents.
Bye, baby.
And that's it. And that's it.
It was nice. You know,
it was fun while it lasted, I guess.
Being your dad, like it was very nice. I had such a great time.
Right. Don't call me. And on
don't
that
call
note,
me, I'll call you.
Right, very much that. But on that note, I think you have some.
I got some tea
leaks.
I got some tea. So
I've been waiting to hear this all day.
I don't know if y'all have been on Instagram, child, but they are showing so many pictures of Nene with this man. A lot of people were saying, they didn't want to assume that it was her love interest. I've seen a lot of people saying maybe it's just a close friend.
Right.
I don't think it's officially confirmed. Did she confirm it?
She did not confirm it.
Yeah,
However,
the
TMZ
media,
confirmed
right? The
it,
media
and
outlets.
Peter.
So Nene, don't curse me out, but the media outlets are saying that is true,
Right.
specifically TMZ. They are saying that she is now dating a businessman named Nionisela CEO. I could have said that so fucking wrong, but we can call him NS to be respectful because I hate messing up people's names.
Right. Wait, so she got her African man?
Yeah, she got her African man. She took a page from Portia's book.
And Phaedra.
Allegedly with Phaedra,
You don't want to talk about it. Okay, I get it.
Phaedra said it's not real. Mr. Chocolate is not real.
Mr. Chocolate was Jamal, but
yeah.
never mind.
Wait.
Mr. Chocolate was Jamal.
Oh, it
Bryant.
was.
But there was another African.
Look at me spilling. I'm sorry,
we're just being messy at this point for no reason.
So TMZ reported it. All these pictures are coming from Nene's surprise birthday party that her son Bryce threw for her. That was so sweet.
Happy birthday, Nene.
Yes.
Happy birthday, Lisa Barlow, Baby Gorgeous. Happy
Baby
birthday,
Gorgeous. Hi.
Candace Dillard. And happy birthday to all the Sages out there.
Yes. Look at that. Candace. It is Candace.
Look at us being nice. So go ahead.
Yes. So the rumor is it's nice to see all these pictures, but the rumor is that Peter Thomas, which is Cynthia's ex-husband, you remember
the one that
now,
Needy called a damn bitch, and now
right, and
day.
the one that they had the marriage certificate and all of that.
I
love that episode. I'm gonna mention.
Why do you bring that up
that
every time Peter is brought up?
Because it's so funny how her mom was like, maybe they don't have to have a marriage certificate.
What a gem.
But yeah, apparently Peter Thomas was playing matchmaker and set them up. So I think that's interesting. I also find it believable because Nene and Peter Thomas are friends.
Yeah.
So I could see that. I could see them doing that in the Lenithia lounge.
Do you think that Greg told Peter before his passing to look after Nene and make sure that she finds love again? Because he was with Greg during those final days when we knew that he wasn't doing so well. And he had planned out things like he showed Nene where the bills are, how to pay certain people. He had a letter for his son, had conversations with his son. Do you think that a part of his conversations with Peter was him, hey, find her a good man and make sure she moves on? Or do you not see Greg ever saying that?
No, I could definitely see Greg saying it. Maybe it was look after Nene. I don't think he actually recommended find her a man, because Peter Thomas, I don't know about his judgment sometimes, and I'm pretty sure Greg was okay, but just look after her. And I think with looking after her, maybe he had a friend or something that he thought would be cute with Nene.
And the other question is, do you think that it's too soon?
Me personally, it would be too soon for me, but I feel like everybody can respectfully move at their own pace. She's been going through this for a while. Who knows what her and her husband, her deceased husband, have talked about. I'm pretty sure they've had intimate conversations like that, what happens when I pass away, I'm pretty sure she's already talked about that, but I don't see anything wrong with it. I'm just happy to see that she's happy. As long as she's happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you think there's that it's too soon?
I don't know. It's tricky. I feel like I would be lying if I said that it wasn't. We're in the same year. It feels like it just happened. Mm-hmm. But with that being said, Greg was sick for a long time.
Right.
So just like the relationship wasn't the traditional relationship, during the end. It was more of a caretaker, this is my husband relationship. So I do get that maybe she wants to get her mind off of it and move on and eventually find love again. Or maybe it could just literally be a fling because I saw them dancing. They were having a good time, but it just was so reminiscent of her and Greg dancing that it kind of like broke my heart. So
yeah,
like you said, as long as she's happy.
Yeah. I also thought that maybe it could be one of these things where she gets to explore her dating life, like, and maybe it's also a chance to get back in good graces and be on Housewives again.
Not you taking this and bringing her back
like
to Housewives.
Because I think sometimes...
Because I was thinking the same exact thing. Like, I want to see it.
I would like to see this, and I think it would be really good. Like, it's what people want to see. But I don't know with Nene. I won't know, and that's why I said, is this official? Because Nene has not said it, and I feel this is a pretty touchy subject, so I don't want to like make the most out of this situation and make it a moment if it's not.
Because also I can see it going really wrong on camera too. Right. There's a lot of judgment already on social media. So imagine if we put her on Housewives and she explains that Greg just passed away and there's a man already there, Unless,
like I said, unless her and Greg already talked about this. Now, if this was something that they discussed, I feel like then people need to mind their business regardless, but I feel like people would especially need to mind their business with that situation because you don't know what her and Greg discuss.
Yeah, agree. Again, as long as she's happy and as long as she's making her way back to Housewives.
I hope so. I would like to see.
I hope so.
Or even girls like.
Yeah. As long as she's making her way back to Bravo, like even if she has her own spinoff. Because her and Porsha there, it's like she can have whoever the hell she wants on her own show. So. But okay, it's time to drag some bitches.
Right.
Below Deck, we tried to get into Below Deck Med or Below Deck Sailing Yacht. It was Sailing Yacht, yeah. Sailing Yacht. Aaron just threw his Sailing Yacht hat across the room. We tried to get into it, like Doja Cat, but we just never got into it. But we respect the monster that is Below Deck. It's the highest rated show on Bravo. A lot of people like it, and we get it if you like it because it's just not our cup of tea. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So we weren't really aware of anything that was going on, but we knew that for a while there were not many people of color. And when they finally did have a person of color, she was treated unfairly, which was not a surprise. And then, they are making more of an effort to diversify the cast, which is great. But apparently in the latest episode of Below Deck, white woman, I think her name is Heather, got drunk and said the N-word. And I guess the situation was she was out with her castmate who is a Black woman. Let me look up their names because I definitely don't want to say the wrong names, child. Yeah, Heather Chase is the white woman and Raina Lindsay is the Black woman. Her and Raina were out. What I heard was explained to me was that Heather was flirting with a guy and the guy kind of was flirting with Raina instead of Heather in the first place. And, they were drinking. Heather was shit-faced. They were leaving the place and Raina, the Black woman, she goes, "This nigga." And immediately after, Heather playfully says, "This nigga," right out of her mouth. And I guess, Raina didn't do anything because when you're a Black person and a white person says it in a workspace, and especially on TV, you kind of don't know. You don't know how you're going to react. Some people are like, hey, you need to chill. What the fuck? Some people, just don't know what to do.
Some people would have walked her ass like a motherfucking dog.
Yeah, some people would have beaten her ass right then and there. And I wouldn't blame her. But instead of that, she just, let it go. The next day, she tries to claim that she didn't say it. And Raina's like, no, you said it. And it was on camera. They have the footage, babes. So Heather has apologized on social media. Raina has came out and said that she kind of didn't really feel supported by production and some of her castmates.
Ooh.
And that she's getting blowback about how she reacted by not saying anything until the day after. But I go on the Heather Bitches page and people are saying, oh, it's fine. Number one, you were drunk, you didn't mean it that way. People are saying, oh, no one should use it if we all can't use it. Number three,
what?
Raina shouldn't have said it in the first place. Every excuse in the book. So she apologized for it. And there are just people telling her that it's okay because of a variety of reasons. So we posted something that said Below Deck can basically kiss the blackest part of our ass, because this is not the first time this show is dealing with shit like this. Right. When it came to the treatment of Simone, when it came to like Captain Lee saying that he doesn't think that there's a problem with diversity in the yachting industry, when that's not true. Like, go on a yacht, look at the crew, and see how many people are people of color. Not just on Bravo, but in real fucking life. So it's just the whole Below Deck fan base and people that are behind the show, like that whole shit is just very complicated. And we would just turn off our comments because I'm not willing to argue with a non-Black person about the use of the N-word. Right. There are some people who feel like us as a people should not be using the N-word. I am not one of those people at all. I feel like we took a word that was meant to degrade us and used it as slang. And if we can be sensitive to other people who were mistreated, like the Jews, like Native American people, like so many people who were downtrodden and don't want to be called certain things, we can respect that one culture wants to use one word that they turned around. So I feel like Black people can use nigga, nigga, nigga all fucking day. If you want your white friend to say nigga, or you don't care if your white friend says nigga, that's fine with me also. Like, I'm not the nigga police. However, what I will say is that I will never, ever argue with a non-Black person about the use of the word nigga. And when you get blowback because you're on TV repeating something that your Black friend said, if that's your friend at all, I'm not going to defend you. But and on top of that, the way that if you saw the clip, we posted it to our story because I'm not taking up space. I'm not arguing about this all day. I want to say it to people. If you saw the clip, it just flew out of her mouth so effortlessly.
Yeah.
This was not her first time saying it.
It wasn't. It was not an accident. At the rodeo, at all.
At all. At the roundup. At all. So.
The roundup. Listen. Exactly. Everything that you said times two. Like, Black people can say whatever the hell they want, especially when it comes to this word, because we've earned that right. If we choose to say this amongst our friends and our family, whatever we decide to do with this word, that's our business. But I feel like there should be no defending this woman who is a grown-ass woman, and a grown-ass white woman at that. And as a grown-ass white woman, you should know that you can't go around saying things like this. She knows how this shit works. I'm pretty sure before she even hopped her ass on the show, she's seen that this was a problem. Like they've had problems like this on other shows. So if
Right.
knowing that and seeing that, your first thing should be like, well, let me not say this shit at all. And I don't give a fuck how drunk you are. I'm drunk a lot of the times, but I don't go around just saying random shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? That I've never said before, you know? Especially that.
If
like
we want to say
she
shit, never said it before.
You said this shit because you were comfortable with saying it. And it's like, I don't know what made her so comfortable, especially having a whole fucking camera crew in front of you, because you know how they are. Like they have the monitor, they have the fucking camera,
lights,
they have the mic, they have the lights, they have a producer to the left wearing a bob. They have somebody they have so many fucking people in front of you when filming.
What is the second producer? What style of haircut is the second producer wearing?
Maybe a Chinese or a ponytail. That's all I can think of. But it's like, you have all these people in your fucking face. Why would that be something you would say? And why would you think that it's okay? And why do people also feel like they can get in the comment section and argue with Black people about this word? Like, oh, nobody should be saying it. Nobody should be doing this. Nobody should be doing this. It's like, that's not how it works, sweetie. You can't come and tell Black people what they can and can't say, or what they shouldn't say, or try to tell us what we can do with our culture, because that's our culture at the end of the day. Like, some of your culture was, we're not going to talk about that, but we're
not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it.
Right.
And you still do it today sometimes, apparently. So, you know?
Right.
So anyways, the point is, fuck Below Deck, because I already have to drag the housewives sometimes. So it's like, my list and my temper is very short, both of them. So,
and I also drag producers too, because I find it funny how like you just let this shit gloss over and slide, and you fucking know. Let's keep it all the way real. Let me get closer to my mic anyway.
Oh,
you know this show was boring as fuck from the get-go. So you should have been doing everything that you fucking could to keep the ratings up and make sure no shit like this happens. And the fact that you let some shit like this slide on Below Deck that nobody motherfucking watches, like I can count the people that watch on my fucking left hand, even if I had 4 fingers. So let's cut the shit. Like, they should have definitely been like, immediately. Like, my thing is, why did you even feel comfortable releasing this shit without firing her ass?
But if you wanna, without firing her, number one. But number two, you release a statement when you want to, all willy-nilly. When Kenya wore Native American wear, and she apologized for it. So you can release a statement when you want to, but you didn't want to release a statement about that. I just find that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I clocked that. And trust me, like, we drag everyone who needs to be dragged. We dragged Liam Locken. We dragged Mary Cosby. We dragged Ramona. We dragged Cameron. So I don't even give a fuck about Below Deck.
But that's the point that I'm trying to make. I don't like, there's nothing about me that cares anything about this show at all. Like, I definitely appreciated the robe and the merch. Like, that was really cute. But now that I'm seeing this, it's like, I really don't give a fuck about the show now.
Yeah, like, I'm purposely not gonna watch it now.
Fall off the yacht. Literally.
Drop
because
it.
I don't care.
That's it. And that's just that on that.
I would poke a hole in that bitch. Like, go away from me with this. And then it's like the producers like didn't care. And I want to know who are these producers that just don't give a fuck about shit like this? And why does Bravo still have them around producing?
Child.
Cancel Below Deck.
That's okay. So we don't watch it, but it's a moneymaker for Bravo. So it's not gonna happen. Yeah. How? Unfortunately, their ratings are actually very high.
Oh,
I don't know. Yeah.
I want to see these people in one room. Like, and I don't want to see the same person in multiple hairstyles. Like, I want to see all these people in one room because
I can tell you that I only know 2 people that watch it. And out of the whole like Bravo fan base friends that we've made, I can only name 2 people that watch it, and that's it.
Like,
so it's just very weird. I don't know, maybe they make up their numbers, but they literally surpass.
They have bots watching. They have to be, because I don't understand how this is better than House. First off, I'm claustrophobic as fuck. Like, and I feel like I'm about to suffocate, and I'm not even on a damn yacht. It's so much. I can't turn around. I can't breathe. I can't move. Like, it's
just too much. Yeah.
Cut the
and
shit
they
off.
can just go straight to hell.
Yeah.
So, anyways, child.
We really dragged them. Like,
yeah. No, but they deserved it. Like, you thought you were really gonna be cute and get away with that.
And have your stank ass, like, come your stank ass in my face and tell me.
The way she said it too. Like, oh, she literally said, "This nigga." Oh.
Yeah. Like, fuck
baby.
off.
Yeah,
Who
air
did
it.
You think you were?
Air it, Heather.
So maybe it's a good thing that they aired it.
Yeah, I think it is, because we need to show that these people, like, we're not making this up. Like, we're not making this up. Because white people tend to believe that we make up shit and that we're just trying to cancel people for no reason, and that
because that's what they've been doing.
All this shit. But no, you cannot make this up. We're not making this up at all. But let's go from one Heather to another Heather, which is Heather Dubrow.
What a fabulous party, Heather Dubrow.
What a fabulous party. Did she say, how much was it? $36,000?
Oh, yes, $36,000.
$36,000. I don't even think that I've made $36,000 my entire lifetime.
And keep in mind, they didn't even finish dinner.
Right.
That's the thing too.
And she didn't even give a fuck if they stopped filming right then and there, because she said cameras down.
And I'm like, you have some money, because me personally, I would have been like, well, these cameras gotta keep rolling, because the catering, they're not gonna be done until later. So we gotta keep
alone. We are only on our appetizers. We are only on our amuse-bouches.
Listen, I would have invited more people. I would have kicked those people out and invited like some real celebrities, because there's no way I'm gonna let my caviar pie go to waste. Like,
exactly. Speaking of caviar pie, y'all, Kathy is officially coming back to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yes.
I feel like they paid her check, they rent her money, and she is on her way.
They did. I feel the same way, because I don't see her.
She do it. But anyways, OC. Okay, so I guess there was like 2 big plot points that Shannon ran and told Heather. Well, no. Shannon was the one that knew that Nicole allegedly sued Terry Dubrow for like a botched plastic surgery job when she was younger. She was a model. She allegedly didn't want to do it. Yada, yada, yada. Gina was the one who ran and told Heather about the situation. And Heather basically wanted to get down to the bottom of it right then and there. In the meantime, Nicole finds out about it, and her and Emily get into it for some reason. I don't know why. What was up with Emily and Nicole?
I feel like Emily was honestly just asking her questions to find out more about the situation. And I think Nicole was just irritated in general, because this was all happening, like all the back and forth with Shannon and shit. So I feel like Nicole directed her anger towards Emily.
And she got dragged.
Yeah, and she got dragged. And it rubbed me the wrong way. I was definitely team Emily in this situation, because I feel like she was angry at the wrong person. Like, Emily didn't say shit.
Right. She didn't, and she snapped on her, And she's like, I've known you for 20 minutes. And Emily's like, oh, no, bitch. Like, who the fuck are you? This was my show.
You didn't even go to college.
Well, that was rude, but
was it?
Yeah, she had to rip her a new one though. Like all spirit.
Because no, she got her ass up here and she's upset at her titties or whatever the case may be. And now you want to take all of that out on Emily, who's just sitting here trying to be a friend and trying to make shit less awkward because, like, what the hell is going on?
You're not mad at Shannon. You're not mad at Gina. You're not mad at yourself. You're mad at Emily. Like, what kind of shit was that about? So, they get it resolved, and basically Heather and Terry thought it was no big deal. Like, Terry actually comforted her and they laughed in sync. Like,
I did.
But by the way, can I just say something? Thanks for dropping it.
Not expect that because the way Terry woke up from his nap and came down to see what the hell was going on, and he's like, "You sued me."
Are you Nicole Weiss? You sued me.
Like, that shit was so funny to me. Like, he just came down and put his hand on his hip and stood in front of her, and he's like, "You sued me." And she's like, I.
Well, bumbling and fumbling and crying and lying. Okay, so my thing is, I did not feel I wish Terry would have actually snapped on her and told her to get the fuck out. Why are you in their house?
That's what I was hoping. And that's the thing that really got me, because my whole thing is her thing was, oh, she didn't want to do this. She's like, I didn't want to drag this out. I didn't want you to find out. Like, I didn't want to create it. Then why are you here? I would show up at someone's party that I like sued.
That you sued and said nothing about it.
Oh, because it was years ago and she was so young and she was in her 20s and she didn't want to. And no, Terry, you didn't do anything wrong. Like, so why the fuck does Shannon know this information?
It's literally insane to me because she got so mad at Emily. Like, she could have easily pulled Heather to the side and been like, before the party even started or before they even like called her or something, because why would you think that it would be okay to attend the party of someone's husband that you fucking sued?
I don't know what the hell was going on, but I wanted her out that bitch immediately because it wasn't making any sense to me that she was not taking out this anger on Shannon, because Shannon is the one that brought up this information in the first place.
And Gina decided to run to Heather.
Which I didn't approve of that either. Because I'm like, you did not know Heather, number one. This was like, these are your first times meeting Heather. Like, you've only known her for like 5 minutes. You've known Shannon, so that's where your loyalty should be. So whatever Shannon tells you, you should have zip lip. You shouldn't say shit unless Heather, like, I don't know what kind of party favors she gave out. Like, did she is that what made her spill the beans? So maybe she got a party favor that she just couldn't resist. Like, maybe it was like,
she was so like on edge about it too. And I'm just like, number one, you were the one who found out this information. Number two, you have nothing to do with it. So why did you find it appropriate to run your mouth?
It was just weird.
Like, what I think that she was trying to earn her brownie points.
And that wasn't a way to do it. It
was just stupid.
Compliment her ice sculpture. Compliment her $36,000 party. Eat some fucking caviar. Enjoy the party favors. Kiki outside. And that's that. Like, why
be weird? That?
And now that's her first impression of you.
Right. And on top of that, I think that Shannon should be mad at her. Like,
yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
That's exactly what Shannon said. She's like, I can't fucking believe this. I couldn't believe it either. And listen, I don't stand for Shannon, but I'll say that
Yeah,
I was on Shannon's side because I didn't understand why the hell she would say that.
Like, are you kidding me right now? And then
That was a
like,
little weird.
it's very weird. And I like Noella because Noella is just like there at the party, and she's like, you need to respect your elder.
Are you Matt's? Are you Matt's? I like girls too. Just in case you guys didn't know, Noella is bisexual.
Yeah. So, and I love that she was like, you have to respect your elders.
Are you Matt's?
I'm bisexual too.
And Matt's is like
No, but Max actually got on my nerves with that. Is that your hair? Like, shut up. Is it your hair?
Max was doing her e-learning. I don't know what the hell was going on. Like, I do like Noella though. She's just like
the peppy one.
Yeah, like a burst of randomness throughout like the scenes.
Which
she's
is
the tension reliever. The fire was in Shannon's.
I can't wait to see how the season plays out, and especially in Heather's big ass house. Like that house. Wow.
Yeah. And even like so my last question about OC, what did you think about Gina's story towards the end of like the episode where she talks about her husband and like how like I guess everybody knew what was going on, like I guess he was having an affair. And then she related that to why she felt the need to tell Heather that
I feel like that
had nothing to do with it.
Like I feel like she just wanted to be the first to tell Heather so she could get in good grace with Heather, and she had to find some reasoning that made sense to her, but it absolutely made entirely no fucking sense.
I was like, these are two completely different situations. And
that's that. I think in episode 1 she was talking about how she, had to go to court with her ex and like had to figure out some shit with her ex because I think he was, abusive or whatever. So I appreciate her for sharing her story with that. But with this, she just looked like a dumb bitch.
I just really wish Vicky was there. That's all I'll say. Because she would be like, don't you get it? What the hell does this have to do with anything? She would have definitely dragged the hell out of Shannon too. And like, now that they need to address this on Girls Trip. Like, I don't know if they know about it, but I would hope that they do. Like, so OC, y'all. OC has been real cute. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed that.
It's coming on tonight. We'll be tuning in for sure.
So OC isn't that bad. So out with Below Deck, in with OC. That's the vibe for today.
Yeah, the vibe is definitely fuck Below Deck from here to the next. But yeah, so we'll be back with more shit next week because we have coming up, we'll go into Vanderpump Rules, and on top of that, tomorrow, because we're recording right now on Wednesday, tomorrow is the premiere of Real Housewives of Miami. So we'll have Miami to talk about, Vanderpump Rules, another episode of OC, and Salt Lake City, and well, actually, we have a finale. We had to talk about Porsha's Family Matters. We forgot that.
Yes.
We're just talk. There's like not a lot. Okay, so a lot happened, but not a lot happened this episode. They went to Mexico.
They argued over a robe.
There was a robe, and Porsha's mad that Lauren gave Dennis the robe in order to make him, in order for him to have an incentive to come to the Mexico trip. So, what did you think of just the big blowout at the end, because that's what it all led to?
Oh, with Lundy and Storm and all of them, like I felt like it was a mess. And I definitely agreed with, I believe it was Dennis's aunt, or maybe it was Portia's aunt. Porsha, you got too many family members, but one of the moms or the aunts were like, this is ridiculous. If her intent was to like have her on this have us on this trip and bring us together, like this is not the way to do it, because I feel like they're showing their ass, and you are not amongst like young people. Like this is a mixed crowd. We have 50-year-olds, we have people in their 60s,
70s, 60s.
70s.
Like,
You
learn
have
how to
to
act.
come with respect and know how to act. And that's just as simple as that, because they're not going to get it. That's not the way for them to get it, because they're going to look at you and they're going to think you're crazy and you're messy as hell. And this situation is already messy as hell.
It is. And okay, so do you think that Porsha is being petty by not giving Dennis back the Versace robe, or can Dennis literally go buy another Versace robe?
No, I think she's being petty. Because I'm like, if that's that man's robe, like you are, my thing is you are about to move in a big ass house. Like you got your meal ticket, you got the golden ticket.
I've got a golden ticket.
Do you give a shit about this Versace robe that you have laying over like your office chair? Like literally her makeup chair. She just has it thrown over there. So it's like, is this something that you sleep with at night? Like I could understand if it was in her in her daughter's room, like, you know, and her daughter was like, this is my daddy's. I could get that, but this is not that.
Yeah, I don't get the whole thing with the freaking robe. I don't get it on both sides, because I feel like Porsha needs to give him back his shit because they're not together and she's engaged to literally
Why
another
do you
man.
have his shit still in your house? And
But
that's
then
what I agree with.
like Dennis can literally buy another Versace robe.
Yeah.
And like that's it.
It's the same thing, but I feel like on Dennis's behalf, he's looking at it like, you are about to marry this man who has all this money. Like, you can give me back my robe, and I can literally spend my money on the new Yeezys or the new Crocs, because I want those new
like,
Crocs.
Why come to Mexico? Why come to Mexico and cause all that drama if you didn't want to go, you know?
And I don't feel like it's, I think, and that's the thing that I kind of understood with Dennis. It's not that he didn't want to go. I think this is like a Black people thing or a cultural thing. Like, right. We just say shit like that. Like, you know, even if we don't mean it, even if we're happy, especially like with dads or just Black men in general, it's like, I don't want to go on that stank ass trip. And look, they're on the trip. Like, we're having fun. I don't think it, like, at the end of the day, I think his intent is to get along with Simon and do what's best for the child. I don't think it's like some petty shit. I think he was just
okay. But the thing, I do think that Porsha's being petty with the robe, but also, why is Dennis commenting like sexual shit on her Instagram photos when he didn't do it before? And also, who was that on the phone that he was like, I don't know, he said something flirty.
Apparently that's one of his new like employees that he has, which had me thinking
lawsuit
that Storm was telling the truth. And he said that Storm was lying. And I didn't believe that for a second. I'm like, no, Dennis definitely flirted with Porsha's cousin, and she put his ass out there and he got upset and he let her ass go. It had nothing to do with her work ethic, because honestly, I feel like half of the people that are working in that shit anyway don't have good work ethic, because
the hot dog factory or the hookah bar.
Both of them. I feel like he definitely hires women who are attractive, who fit the role of like, you know, a hot hostess, and then he tries to like flirt with them, and when it doesn't work, I kind of feel like he might be like, get the fuck out. Like, and you know, that's his thing. If he wants to do that, hey, by all means. But
yeah, get food.
As far as that little argument with Londi, is it Londi?
I didn't get like the drama of like the very ending though. It was very much giving the oh my god reveal.
Oh my god.
Porsha was in shambles, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now?
It was very strange. I did understand Londi to the point where I don't think Storm understood what was going on, because this is like, she just came on the trip. Like, we just started seeing her. So how the hell does she know about what took place the first 30 minutes of this episode? Because we're just now seeing it. So I did think, like, I understood what she was saying with that, but I didn't like the way Dennis was necessarily talking to her, because at the end they just Porsha's cousin.
Right.
It was a little bit weird. He was talking to her like a little ass girl. It very much gave me Mary and Whitney. Little girl.
Little girl. Like,
and they tried to put her in a child's place. And I'm like, this is a grown ass woman.
I feel like they all need to get it together. Like, it's just humiliating because it doesn't have to take it that far. Especially because I feel like it started talking about like a freaking robe.
Now, one thing I did agree with, why the hell are they in her house and not telling her? I did understand that.
Yes,
I was like, that's...
It's like, don't take shit out of my house and give it to my baby daddy and make him come on this trip.
Right.
On
they
my
went
show.
Too far.
What the fuck is up? Like,
I don't know if producers were like handing them $1 million a piece.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about $1 million a piece, but I can see a few hunters. But it's like Lauren is just scheming and plotting and doing all this shit, and it's like, I don't know. Was she this close to Dennis when they were even together? Like, it's weird.
I don't know. Listen, and that's what brings me to my point that I was gonna make. They've been fun. I'll put it like that. Like, they've been really fun together. So it makes me think, like, this situation is already messy. So is Lauren gonna get with Dennis? Because I would think that they would be a good couple because they are both really playful. I don't know. I wouldn't be mad at it. I think it would be interesting.
Wait, you wouldn't be mad at it?
No, I think
you wouldn't think that would be confusing for Pilar to see.
This isn't
her aunt with her dad.
Because you're looking at a man that was like just in your house, and it's like, oh, that's my daddy, and now you're meeting like your mom just brought this like African royalty in the house, and she's like, oh, this is my new man. So I already think that's
the whole situation
weird.
Is absolutely like messy to begin with, but that would be Gang of the Century.
But I would like to see it. I feel like it would be the first.
That show 10 times more interesting, and it's already interesting.
Like, have them hook up on the season finale. That would,
or at least imply it.
10 out of 10 stars.
Like leave it to our imaginations, and our imaginations are gonna run rabbit.
Even if it's fake, I would enjoy that. So I don't know. They need to do what they need to do. I like their I actually like. I could see them. I don't know.
Can't say that I like Dennis a lot more than when he was dating Porsha. I think that he's funny. He has like a hilarious sense of humor. He has no shame. Like I like Dennis. I just don't like him with Porsha. But I also don't like Simon with Porsha. So I just don't know what I want.
Simon on the show. Like, and this is the thing that really gets me, because the show is good other than the parts that they force Simon on us. Because I feel like he's like, every time he shows up, I feel like it's being forced on me. I'm like,
it's like you have to behave now.
Yeah.
When the teacher walks in the room.
Because when he comes in, she's like, oh, I have a Nigerian breakfast. And he's like, this is a Nigerian breakfast? And she's like, yeah, on Google it is. Like, so.
It's like plantains and eggs with all jalapenos. Like, in that case, I'm a Nigerian cook, honey.
Did you see how her friend too that was at that table like finished her sentence? Like, did you see that part?
No. What?
I forget. Like, I think she said something about like co-parenting, and like he kind of finished that. Like they said it at the same time, and I'm like, that was weird.
Scripted.
Yeah, I was like,
Shut up. I didn't notice that, but I'm gonna watch it again because it was just such an exciting episode.
I looked up and I was like,
I also don't like the way that Dennis's mom talked to
at all.
Like, I'm sorry. I don't care if you're my baby daddy's mom or not. You're not gonna talk to my grandma.
And I
any
just feel
kind
like
of
she's acting very stank, which I get, but it's like, listen, your son was doing the damn most.
Right.
On the previous seasons. Let's not forget.
And in the streets. Like, what are we talking about right now?
So why is she trying to make it seem
Go
like
to Top K's YouTube channel. I know I bring it up time we talk about Porsha's Family Matters, but it's like, you need to know who your son is. And why would she say that Miss Diane, of all people, like, if you're gonna lie and say that someone told you that Porsha was cheating, which she could have been cheating, who knows? I don't put it past nobody. But at the same time, don't say that Miss Diane said it, because in no world.
Dennis told her that shit. That's what it sounds like.
That doesn't make any sense.
That sounds like your son told you that dumbass shit. And because that's your son, you believed it and you were like, okay, let's go with it. And
but to say that Miss Diane said it,
that was a little bit weird, especially when you guys are like not on good terms. Like,
what
right
the
now.
fuck? That was just like the biggest mindfuck.
But Dennis said apparently Porsha was doing something, so it makes me think like I want him to talk.
Okay, well, this is the thing. I'm
like,
sure that, like, you know, Porsha didn't just sit down and take his cheating and that's it. But at the same time, I'm sure that it was Dennis that activated whatever happened. Because just like we see on Love and Marriage Huntsville, the men do stuff first. The men do stuff first, and then when you guys decide to take a break or when you guys decide to separate, the women does something back, even if it's just like the littlest things, and then they call it, oh, you was cheating too. You was cheating too. No, you were cheating first. And then, also we separated.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are you talking about?
Explain. Like that's all I want. I want an explanation.
Like with who? What did she do?
Like, yeah, like give me the deets. So hopefully we get that on the next episode. Like, and that's why I need Carlos King here. Like, because I know we would know if Carlos King was there.
We need him to host the Porsha's Family Matters reunion.
Please.
Look, if you're not gonna direct the fucking show, then
because I don't want Andy to do it.
Well, I don't think that there will be a Porsha's Family Matters reunion. I don't think it's a reunion show. I think it's a family show.
I feel like there might
be like if fucking Tardy for the Party had a reunion.
Just because I feel like the cast is so big. That's what the only reason why I said that. I feel like the cast is big. It might not be like I don't see it being like a 3-part reunion, but I definitely see like an album.
Maybe like a special.
Yeah.
They could even throw that whole on Watch What Happens Live.
Literally. And that would be fine with me because that's what they did with the girls' trip.
Which was...
They didn't get a reunion and that was surprising.
They don't need a reunion and that's okay. That's okay. Winter House didn't get a reunion and that's okay.
Well...
Don't...
Not 6 episodes in and they deserve a reunion.
What's the problem? And on that note, since we are acting ignorant now, what's our pot stirrer, Aaron?
Yes. So y'all, we must know with this whole blended family thing, especially that we've been seeing on Porsha Family Matters, do you believe that blended families should go on vacation together? Like, what do you feel is the limit?
Yeah, me personally, no. I get co-parenting. I get wanting to be cool and copacetic, but I do not want you on my vacation ever.
Right.
Ever. Especially with your family also.
Ever.
So what do you think?
I would say the same thing because number one, my mom isn't gonna have that. Like it's not really about me, but it's more so about my mom. And I just know what she would tolerate and what she wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to have a family trip because my mom would be like, we're not doing that. That's weird.
I get blending of the families. I get that, you know, you are ever bonded by this child and you want to show the child that you can put everything aside and just be a family. But it's just some things that have a limit.
You know what, too? I also think this is rich folks' problems. Like, you know how they have that? Because when you have money, like you're in a like you're down for whatever.
You're on the go anyway.
Like, yeah, take the fucking trip. I'm going to like Rome in 2 days anyway.
Why Rome?
Like, I don't know, like some random ass shit. Like, yeah, I'm about to have a caviar pod. Let's fucking do it.
Well, fucking hopefully we have those problems very soon.
Right.
And maybe our opinions will change. But until then, you ain't going to Disney World with me and my family. Sorry, you gotta go to first.
Like, we might can go to like Cracker Barrel together.
The only time I want to see you is at Christmas and at the birthday party. Like, my family and your family is not about to be, and you're definitely not about to be stealing no Versace robe from my house and giving it to my baby daddy. Like, that's it. Sorry.
That was the limit. Now, Lauren, I could understand because that's like her sister, so I guess like maybe they have that relationship, but it's like
don't get too close. Also,
Dennis' cousin was like,
I
don't know. It was weird. Really weird. But thank y'all so much for listening. We had so much fun talking to you.
Absolutely. And we love you, and we will be back next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.